Mia is a ghost hunter. On Wednesday night, she was out with her friends when she received a task on her smartwatch. Some ghost activity was detected in the town's ancient castle. "I'm on it," Mia answered. She got in her van and arrived at the castle in no time. Inside, everything was dusty and most items were broken. She walked into a room with 5 mirrors and heard some spooky sounds. Her ghost detector started beeping like crazy. "It must be here," she thought to herself. Looking at the mirrors, Mia could only see her own reflection until she got closer and said, "Aha, got you." Take a look at the mirrors. Can you spot which mirror is reflecting the ghost, just like Mia did? Let's see. Every reflection looks like Mia. But hey, take a look at the third mirror. Mia is wearing her smartwatch, but her reflection in the mirror isn't. This must be the ghost pretending to be her. Way to go, Mia, for busting yet another ghost. The day started busy in Fabertown. The police station got a call saying that an undercover vampire was passing as a teacher in Middle Moon Elementary School. The officer went down there to check and found 3 possible suspects. Take a look at them and see if you can guess who the vampire is. It's the one in the middle. She's wearing sunglasses inside the cafeteria and drinking a very suspicious red drink. Yikes! Alan is a myth buster, and he got a call about some spooky activity going on in the town's abandoned hospital. Neighbors complained about hearing screams, and one person even said they saw a ghost in a wedding dress. Since Alan doesn't believe in paranormal activity, he went to check it out. Inside, he traced the noises all the way to the attic. The first thing he found was a broken music speaker, replaying the same part of an old song. Then he saw a white wedding dress in an open closet. Below the dress, there was a can of spray paint. Alan gathered 3 suspects and interviewed them to find out who was trying to spook the entire neighborhood. Tom, a businessman, said he had been out of town for a business trip. Claire, a local artist, said she is terrified of abandoned places and wouldn't dare break into the hospital. Danny, a doctor, says he was working double shifts all through the past week. Take a look at the suspects. Can you find out who is the culprit? It's Claire. The rim of her pants is tainted red, just like the spray paint that Alan found in the attic. She must have forgotten one of her cans when she broke into the hospital. Julie and her friends decided to spend the weekend at a cabin in the woods. They arrived on Friday evening and spent the night playing board games and telling spooky stories. When they woke up on Saturday morning, they found that someone had stolen all their food supply. The door's glass was shattered, but other than that, there were no signs of who could have done it. So the group decided to search the surrounding woods to see if they could find the culprit. Take a good look at the scene the group stumbled upon and see if you can find out who took their food. What's that in the upper left corner? Those look like bear footprints, huh? And not just one, but rather an entire family of bears. Oh, and they even left an Oreo wrapper on the ground as evidence. Yep, these grizzlies were the culprits for sure. Someone filled Karen's lab with sleeping gas. She passed out and woke up in a creepy dungeon. Inside, there were 4 huge doors she could use to escape. But behind each door, there were super spooky creatures. The first door led to a room where several hungry white sharks were swimming around. Behind the second door, there were hundreds of huge spider webs. And the third door hid a space where scorpions were falling from the ceiling. And the fourth door hid a room with very angry lions. Can you help Karen figure out which door she should use to escape? She should use the second door. It would probably be a bit gross to wade through so many spider webs, but hey, It's the least dangerous option. Pam was coming home from a night out. As she reached the gate of her apartment, she heard the sound of someone bawling. She looked around, but no one was there. That's when she noticed something that scared her, and she shouted, "Ghost! Ghost! Someone please help me!" Look at the image. Can you identify what Pam saw that scared her so much? The gate lamp isn't attached to the pole. It's floating in the air and somehow still shining bright. Well, this isn't right. There must be a ghost nearby. Then Pam called her best friend, who also happened to be a renowned ghost hunter. Her buddy, Ray, arrives, and his ghost watch immediately starts beeping. It leads them to the building's pool. At the pool, they see a girl swimming. Pam shouts, "Hey, why are you swimming in the pool so late at night? Here, let me help you get out." But Ray stops her, saying, "Don't do that." Why did Ray do it? Look at the pool. The girl is swimming, but there is no movement in the water. Well, she must be a ghost. The alarm went off inside a top security government building. Detective Brian found that a visitor from outer space was disguised as a human in one of the conference rooms. He walked into the room and asked for all of the agent's personal files. After a thorough examination, he identified 4 suspects. Their names were Stormy B., Neil A., Alan G., and Larry C. He knew exactly which of them was actually an extraterrestrial being. But in order to have a second opinion, he asked his assistant which person she thought was infiltrated. Take a look at the files Detective Brian recovered and see if you can help his assistant choose the correct culprit. Did you say Neil A? Then you got it right. If you look closely, the skin next to his ears doesn't look too human. And if you spell Neil A backwards, it gives you alien. They should have picked a better name, huh? Carla met up with her friend Barbara after school. Barbara is an expert in ghost activity and invited Carla to go ghost hunting in a creepy old hotel. Of course, she had state-of-the-art equipment for this sort of stuff. As soon as they arrived at the hotel, her equipment indicated there was strong paranormal activity going on. But it looked like the ghost had a sense of humor and wanted to play hide-and-seek with them before it revealed itself. It led Carla and Barbara into a room with 4 doors. Each door had an inscription on it with clues to where the ghost might be hiding. The sign on door A says, "It's behind B or C." The sign behind door B says, "It's behind A or D." Door C says, "It's in here." And door D claims, "The ghost isn't here." Carla and Barbara looked very confused until a note appeared next to their feet saying, 3 of the inscriptions are false and 1 is true. Now, can you guess which door led to the ghost? Let's see how this would work. If the ghost was behind door A, then both B and D would be true. But if it was behind door B, then both A and D would be true. If the ghost was behind door C, then A, C, and D are all true. But if the ghost was behind door D, then the statements on all the other doors were false, except for that on door B. This matched the rules, so it was behind door D